Hello there, I'm David Winchester, Robertsville State Park Superintendent. We're here today for the public use meeting, and we want to talk about what we've done in the past year, where we're going the next year, what makes this park special, and who keeps this place running. So let's first talk about what keeps this place running. Like I said, I'm David, I'm the superintendent. I have a maintenance grounds technician. We have 2 to 3 hourlies. Usually at any time we'll have 2 to 3 volunteer campground hosts and 1 volunteering trail coordinator. We also have 1 natural resource coordinator, Eric. Let's hand it over to him for a minute to see how he furthers the state park's mission to interpret and preserve the state's finest natural and cultural resources.
This is Eric Otto, and I'm a park naturalist with Missouri State Parks. My role here at Robertsville State Park is to provide interpretive programming throughout the park, as well as resource management. Here at Robertsville State Park, this land was first settled in the early 1800s by people looking for fertile land to build on, to call home as they moved out from the eastern states. And what we see as our first deed here for the park was from an Edward James Roberts, and he started acquiring more and more land around to acquire this large farm area he had, and we eventually see that sold into private landowners, and then the park purchasing it in 1979 with its grand opening in 1989. Resource management we have going on in the park is looking at evaluating and trying to remove our invasive and exotic species. So we are looking at things such as Johnson grass, Japanese stilt grass, bush honeysuckle, autumn olive, privet, and many more. And we try to identify those, how far they're spread through the park, and then we work to remove them. We also work to remove native species that can still be considered invasive, such as sugar maple and eastern red cedar. So as you hike on our trail, you may see some of those trees cut down, and we're trying to remove some of that canopy and get more light to the ground. Another way we do that is through fire. So through prescribed burning. We actually have had several burns here in the past, about a 200-acre burn unit that is around our Lost Hill hiking trail. So this winter we'll be burning that burn unit, and we may have a day or two where that trail is closed to the public so we can facilitate that burn, and then we get it open as quick as possible. So besides the resource management we do in the park, another important part of our mission is interpreting that, is taking that information about those resources and being able to provide it to our visitors so they can help better understand the park and what's around them and why this is being protected as a park. So some of the interpretive programming we do in the park is open to the general public, where we might have programs scheduled for people to take part in. We also like to kind of roaming interpretation. We might rove around with some materials we've collected and stop and show people, identify to them what we've collected. And then we have groups come to us. So we have different groups such as maybe Boy Scouts, or groups such as the Show Me Summer Camp experience, or Y Rangers, which are groups that are coming out of the St. Louis area to our park, usually day camps, and they're learning about our park and engaging in maybe fishing or other activities within this area. And that's a big part of what we do. It's about protecting those resources and then interpreting those to the public. So if you ever come across anything, you have any questions about programming or about something you've seen in the park, please go ahead and give me a call. Again, my name is Eric. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. There are 1,224 acres in Robertsville State Park, and these are the things that make it special, including its a couple of natural surface trails, one of them being 2.6 miles and one of them being 0.8 miles. There are also many miles of private scenic roadway that entice a lot of walkers and regulars here. In addition to hiking, many of park patrons like to access the Merrimack River at the River Day Use area, which also has a picnic area. We have shelters, we have picnic areas in our day use area that also include a playground. The other big one is camping. We have 26 sites, 13 of them being electric, 12 being basic. We also have a special use camping area that is geared towards not-for-profit groups such as Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. We also have a historic cemetery, and the single-lane boat ramp at the River Day use area is very popular as well.
This past year, the park has seen many changes, updates, and repairs. At the beginning of the year, we gained a new maintenance technician, but through promotion found ourselves filling the position again during the busy summer months. January to December 2023 saw 136,959 visitors, which is a 16% increase in total visitors from the previous year, and the campground saw a 7% increase at 3,586 visitors for 2023. Throughout the winter, staff removed 230 trees that were identified as hazards, with the majority being due to the emerald ash borer. Robertsville State Park's second year of the managed deer hunt was a success with 40 deer being removed from the landscape by 33 hunters. Thanks, hunters, for helping Robertsville manage its overpopulated deer herd. Internal staff from other parks, and volunteers are welcome to team up on projects such as updating campground electric pedestal breakers and outlets, replacing a lagoon pump, fixing multiple water leaks, teaching first-timers how to fish and camp, clean stream cleanup, shop overhaul day, adding outside solar lighting to the shower house, and too many painting projects to list.
Some of next year's plans include hiring on the maintenance grounds technician position, welcoming 35 random selected hunters for November 9th and 10th annual deer managed hunt. A much smaller amount of trees needing to be cut due to last year's epic efforts of the hazard trees. Campground comfort station remodel, and each of the pads in the campground are getting upgrades, such as some rock added to them, quite a few picnic tables upgraded, and fire pits being upgraded. Also super excited about a piece of equipment we got authorized to purchase, a blower that goes on the back of our tractor that will help with storm reliefs and blow off the roads in a much quicker manner, and also it'll help with ditches and putting in fire lines. Thank you for watching and attending our virtual public meeting presentation. Please feel free to share this link with your family and friends. We welcome your feedback, as this video will be posted until the end of the month. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the park office at 636-257-3788 or email us at robertsvillestatepark@dnr.mo.gov. You may also use the comment section to provide feedback focused on the operations at Robertsville State Park. If you have other questions or comments, you can email moparks@dnr.mo.gov. The park site contact information is also listed in the video description for your convenience. Thanks to the citizens of Missouri, our state parks and historic sites are supported by 1/2 of the park's soils and water sales tax. The sales tax also allows free access to Missouri's 93 state parks and historic sites. Remember, you're always welcome in Missouri state parks.